This is WPTV Treasure Coast News.
It seems like every day more and more people are being priced out of paradise. Coming up ahead, the scam keeping some from their dream home. And the upcoming deadline that graduating high schoolers don't want to miss. Good evening and welcome to Treasure Coast News on WPTV News Channel 5. Each Saturday at 7, you can join us here for dedicated coverage of stories and issues in and around the Treasure Coast. Today we are in Hope Sound. We're along Bridge Road. It's one of those drives, maybe a nice Sunday drive. Just a few roads like this on the Treasure Coast with canopy trees just giving you a beautiful experience here as you head to Hope Sound Beach. Later on in the newscast, we're going to look at some changes coming to Treasure Coast water in an effort to end harmful algal blooms. But first tonight, we've seen buyers and renters struggle to find the home of their dreams, roadblocks at every turn as they try to hang on to a little piece of paradise. WPTV's John Shainman was in Port St. Lucie with a warning from a frustrated renter so you don't fall victim to a bogus home listing.
I've been looking for about a year.
So when Alina Gomez saw this Port St. Lucie home listed on Facebook for $1,400 a month, she knew she had to act fast.
Especially for the prices right now.
She called the listing, got the keys to tour the home through the Rently app, signed a lease, and was told she could start moving in. But at the urging of friends, she did more digging and found the home was actually owned by a real estate company. She called them.
I said, well, someone is trying to rent it out, saying that they own it. And she said, well, it's a scam then if they say that.
Somehow, a criminal got in the middle and took Gomez for $2,800.
Completely and utterly violated. It didn't violate just me, it violated my kids. So you feel torn apart.
Port St. Lucie police say so far they've had 16 similar incidents in the past 6 months where people have lost anywhere from $500 to $3,600.
And the best thing to always do is work with a local real estate agent, people that know the market, they know the owners personally, they're representing the owners.
Taking it a step further, the St. Lucie County clerk tells me they've had a few cases recently where legal property owners have had their properties sold fraudulently from right under their noses.
It is a big problem, and it's a growing problem.
St. Lucie County Clerk and Comptroller Michelle Miller says recently they discovered someone had put this Port St. Lucie lot in their name and sold it for $92,000. The rightful owner now has to go to court to try and unravel a bad situation. Miller's hoping more people will sign up for the free Property Fraud Alert service through her office.
That will allow you to be notified within 24 hours via text or email should anybody record anything in your name. And it also works for business liens and property owners.
So what I do is I drill out here.
Back at the home Alina Gomez hoped would be hers,
I think it's pretty disgusting if people do that.
an employee with the real estate company that owns the property is putting up new warning signs.
If it seems to be too good to be true, the price is a lot lower than what the market, other places are renting at, that would be a red flag right there as well.
Advice Gomez is taking to heart when it comes to online listings.
Do not even look at them. Do not even click on them.
John Shainman, WPTV, Treasure Coast News.
Feeling priced out of paradise? Well, we want to hear from you. WPTV is hosting a town hall this month focused on South Florida's housing crisis and cost of living. If you'd like to be part of the audience and have your questions and concerns answered by experts and local leaders, scan this QR code that will take you to a sign-up form on WPTV.com along with more details.
Hope you enjoyed your Saturday. Overall, most of it was nice, but we have seen some strong storms at the end of the day. Here's the scene right now from the House of Refuge in Stuart, and a lovely Saturday evening along the beach, and temperatures still very warm. It's 82 degrees right now in Stuart, 82 in Jupiter, Vero Beach 80 degrees, Sebastian 80 degrees, and look at Okeechobee all the way up still at 84. About an hour ago, they were at 91 degrees, so at least they're headed in the right direction. We're pretty quiet on the radar. We have some showers just north of Okeechobee County and some showers just pushing into southern Martin County. You can see a few showers there south of the border in Palm Beach County, but these could drift a little bit into Martin County. Overall, though, the trend is for weakening of storms. The only strong activity we're watching is south Palm Beach County west of the Turnpike. Before the Treasure Coast, we're looking pretty good. In about an hour or two, we'll be done with any shower chances, then partly cloudy skies with temps in the mid-70s.
Well, leaders in St. Lucie County are hoping to bring in more money for public schools. In this week's school board meeting, members voted to seek a referendum election to continue a millage tax. The move would allow the tax to be added to the November ballot. Money from the millage tax is used to recruit and retain quality educators in St. Lucie County. It also helps fund school operations like school security, mental health programs, and hiring school resource officers.
I do believe that the public here in our county, in our district, supports public education, and to our families, education of their children. That's your most prized commodity, is your child. You know, don't we want the best and brightest in front of our children? And I think you'll see that support in November.
If passed by county voters in November, the cost of the tax would remain the same. At a time when student loan forgiveness continues to make headlines and inflation continues to impact so many areas of our lives, the Treasure Coast College is wiping away costs before they add up. WPTV News Channel 5's Derek Lowe has details on Indian River State's promise.
Well, so far, nearly 3,000 students out of 64 graduating high school seniors have already made the decision to attend IRSC this fall for free through the college's Promise program. Anyone else interested only has until this Sunday to take the pledge. For students that are attending, tuition savings for an associate's degree will add up to be north of $6,000. Any graduating high school senior from any high school on the Treasure Coast or in Okeechobee County can enroll. Money to pay for the college's Promise program is being made available by local donors and philanthropies. For many students who may not be able to pay for college right now, this program will be life-changing.
Across the country, there are about 2 million fewer college students going to school right now than there were 2 years ago. And so to be able to change that trend and that trajectory in our community, we wanted to put forward a program that would make college accessible, that would make college affordable, and would make college a good option for a lot of our local students.
Indian River State College has 5 campuses across the Treasure Coast and in Okeechobee County. Once a student enrolls, they must maintain full-time status and a 2.0 grade point average. In Fort Pierce, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV News Channel 5.
A local elementary school principal is in the running to be this year's Florida Principal of the Year. Jenny Ellis from Everglades Elementary in Okeechobee County is one of 3 finalists throughout the state. The Okeechobee native started as a student at Everglades Elementary. Now she's at the helm. She credits the nomination to the students and staff and hopes it inspires students to chase after their goals.
Just see it all come together has been one of the greatest joys of my life. It's something I'm very proud of. I like to hope that it shows them that the sky's the limit. They can do anything that they want to do with their lives.
Jenny Ellis's mom also taught at the school. No word yet on when the state will announce the winner for Principal of the Year. And don't be surprised if you see a familiar face riding through the Treasure Coast next week. Steve's Ride for the Red Cross is back. All next week, First Alert Chief Meteorologist Steve Weigel will ride from Sebastian to Boca Raton, stopping at different cities, raising money for the Red Cross ahead of hurricane season. This is the 24th year for the ride, and at the end of it, you will get the chance to bid on the bike.
Did you say the passengers landed the airplane? That's correct. Oh my gosh, yeah, no, great job. No flying experience.
New details on the emergency plane landing at Palm Beach International Airport earlier this week. An air traffic controller from Fort Pierce helped guide a man with no flying experience into making a landing after the original pilot suffered a medical emergency.
And then I just said, as you get closer, you'll just have to keep reducing the power. And as he got lower, I said the runway's going to get bigger. You're just going to want to pull that throttle back. And when you get on the runway, you want to touch the top of the pedals, so that's where the brakes are.
No word on the status of the pilots, but the 2 passengers on the plane are both okay.
Now, exclusive Treasure Coast stories from our partners at TC Palm.
A highly infectious bird flu strain is spreading throughout Florida's wild bird populations. TC Palm's top premium story this week looks at this new strain and how it's impacting local birds. At least 23 Florida bald eagles have died from the highly pathogenic avian influenza, or HPAI. One was from Indian River County, with Brevard leading Florida with 8. This new strain was detected here in January and has spread to at least 23 counties. Since then, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Research Institute estimates several thousands of cases have impacted the state's wild ducks, vultures, owls, pelicans, and other species. The nation's bald eagle population has largely thrived over the past 3 decades, but some officials are concerned this flu could reverse the bird's comeback. Florida has an estimated 1,500 nesting pairs of bald eagles, one of the largest concentrations in the continental U.S. Florida is behind only North Dakota and North Carolina for the most confirmed HPAI cases in wild birds. Although the bird flu can be transmitted to people, it's rare and low risk. Also this week, TC Palm published April's inspection reports for Treasure Coast restaurants. Find out how your favorite eatery fared, and for more exclusive Treasure Coast stories, visit tcpalm.com/premium. I'm Executive Editor Adam Neal for TC Palm.
And we'll continue to quiet down through the remainder of your Saturday evening, but once again on Sunday, we could be tracking some late afternoon, early evening showers and storms. We'll have your hour-by-hour forecast coming up after the break.
Well, toxic algae blooms have plagued the Indian River Lagoon and Lake Okeechobee. The relief on the way that could spell its end. Citrus and Florida are a match made in heaven, but there's a new fruit moving in to the Treasure Coast, and it's just peachy.
This is WPTV Treasure Coast News.
Well, more help will likely soon be on the way for Treasure Coast waterways. A bill to help protect Florida's waterways from harmful algae blooms passed almost unanimously through Congress this week and is now headed to the president's desk for a signature. The South Florida Clean Coastal Waters Act will for the first time require a federal task force to research algae blooms right here in Florida and make a plan to prevent them. I spoke to Congressman Mast about exactly what this will do for our area. Take a look out at the St. Lucie River and you might agree.
This past week we came out and the water was just absolutely gorgeous out here.
It's some of the nicest looking water Ezekiel Luna says he's seen in years.
This should be a normal here.
But as we move into the rainy season, it's also the time water lovers start worrying that this view might not last. With the threat of more nutrient-rich local runoff and Lake Okeechobee releases long blamed in part for fueling toxic blue-green algae blooms.
I just pray that we don't have like the algae.
But there is still so much more to learn about harmful algae blooms in South Florida, what feeds them and makes them most toxic, and how to prevent them to preserve our local economy, recreation, and health.
They don't want to have to worry about, are their kids being poisoned?
That's where Congressman Brian Mast says his South Florida Clean Coastal Waters Act steps in. It directs a federal harmful algae bloom task force that's been around for years to now pay attention to Florida.
It's an important task force. It's great to have them brought into South Florida, and it's a big deal for our area.
The task force is made up of federal agencies like NOAA, the Army Corps of Engineers, and the CDC. It's already focused in the past on areas like the Great Lakes, Mississippi River, or Gulf of Mexico, but the bill will now require it to also make a Florida-specific report about the causes and effects of algae around the greater Everglades area, then provide Congress with a plan to prevent it.
So, we had to work with people in other states to convince them that, a lot of your problems have been fixed. We need a re-emphasis of this program in another place where it's more in a dire need of it.
With a couple of mostly algae-free summers, Mast says this is one more way to try to keep that streak going.
Just another way to try and bring this to an end for our community.
Nice to see, this for a change every day.
This week, Florida Fish and Wildlife is hoping to tackle a big issue surrounding Lake Okeechobee. They'll be applying herbicide to 1,500 acres of torpedo grass. The grass is non-native and has dominated large areas of the lake's northwestern marshes. That's made it more difficult for native plants to grow. The native plants provide habitat for rare birds and other species that live along the lake. The treatments will last about 2 weeks. Well, when you think of Florida fruit, it's likely citrus that comes to mind first. Oranges and grapefruits and perhaps even strawberries. But tonight, WPTV's John Shainman introduces you to a man who wants you to try a Florida peach on for size.
Where the pavement ends,
this is basically the tail end of the season,
and the orchard begins.
It's been a long, tough road.
Adrian Morales has found his calling.
We enjoy what we do every day.
About 6 years ago, he began growing peaches.
Come wintertime, we have to hand prune every single individual tree here on the farm.
University of Florida scientists figured out how to grow them here. It was up to people like Morales to figure out how to market them.
Peaches are a little bit smaller in size, so people are kind of timid. But the first thing you have to explain to them is the flavor profile is just unlike anything you've ever had in your life.
When he started, several local school districts began incorporating the smaller Florida peach in their lunch program.
Because those kids are just going to love that peach and go home and tell their parents about it, and that's where the education starts.
But after that initial success with the school districts, Mother Nature had other plans.
You can imagine the amount of water that was just sitting here from tree trunk to tree trunk.
Hurricane Irma was devastating, and it's taken Morales nearly 5 years to get back on his feet.
You know, we did lose 40 acres worth of trees, about 4,600 trees, and it hurt.
Like citrus, peaches need some cool temperatures for their trees to flourish, what are called chill hours, below 55 degrees.
We've come to the realization that these trees are very, very temperamental.
The growing schedule allows the Florida peachy to be the only fresh peach around during March, April, and May. And with this year's harvest winding down, Morales is looking ahead. His company has acquired 80 acres in Indian River County to add to the 140 acres here.
I was led to grow Florida peaches.
John Shainman, WPTV, Treasure Coast News.
And I hope you enjoyed your Saturday and still a whole nother weekend day to enjoy too. Well, this is a scene from Jensen Beach, and a lot of folks took advantage of the blue skies and the warm temperatures. It was a busy day there across Jensen Beach. All of the storms staying offshore, or actually staying inland away from the beach, so not a lot of rain at the coastline for the Treasure Coast. It was a hot one today. We made it up to 87 degrees in Vero Beach, 1 degree above our average, but nowhere near the record of 95. Current temperatures right now in the upper 70s, 79 Port Salerno, Hobe Sound, and Jupiter Island, 82 in Stewart, Jensen Beach, 79, 80 Sebastian, 80 degrees in Vero Beach, and Fort Pierce, 81. So very mild Saturday evening, temperatures staying warm. We are very quiet on the radar. Here's a little shower that is now just starting to move over the border there in western Indian River County, but we don't expect a lot of activity through the remainder of the evening. Now, across Palm Beach County, we are tracking some stronger storms to our south. Current winds right now out of the east for everybody, up to 14 miles per hour in Fort Pierce, and a little bit calmer away from the ocean, 8-mile-per-hour winds in Okeechobee. So Vipercast keeping us pretty quiet overnight. And then here's Sunday, 2:30, little pop-up shower in Indian River County, a little shower Port St. Lucie, and then perhaps by about 5:36, a stronger storm takes place in Martin County. So not a widespread coverage day, but we could see some late afternoon, early evening storms. For tonight, storms will be winding down. They already pretty much have. Lows in the 70s tomorrow, hot and humid, highs in the upper 80s with a 30% chance of late day showers and storms. Good boating for the Treasure Coast. Winds out of the east at 5 to 15 knots, your seas 2 to 3 feet. And here's your 7-day forecast. Hot and humid, the summertime pattern kicking in. Better chance of rain on Monday with a 40% chance of showers and storms.
Here are your Treasure Coast sports highlights with the ESPN 106.3 sports team.
What's going on, my good friends? Tyrese with the ESPN 106.3. Spring football games officially underway in our area, and some of these teams with new faces and identities, well, they're trying to get something going before the fall season. Jensen Beach made the trip down from the Treasure Coast to face off against the Jupiter Warriors yesterday. The weather did not cooperate at first as the game's start was delayed, but once they kicked off, the Falcons' defense was stout. They allowed 0 points in their spring game, a shutout over Jupiter, 35-0. Perfect finish to the spring for Tim Caffey and his Falcons. Fort Pierce, Westwood, and John I. Leonard eventually saw some blue skies yesterday. Both programs are hoping to see blue skies this year after disappointing years last season. The two squads will trade first quarter touchdowns. Then Mother Nature got involved. They would hit a lightning delay, and Westwood won that game 13-6. The game was called halfway through the second quarter. And it was a battle of two playoff squads from a year ago on Thursday. Vero Beach hosted Palm Beach Central in spring game action. Both sides looking to see what their rosters look like after losing key pieces to graduation. Vero led 14-13 at the half, thanks to a blocked field goal that was returned for a touchdown and a fumble snap in the end zone by Palm Beach Central. Vero will score 2 more times on the ground and in the air to win their spring game 28-19. And that's a look at sports.
Coming up, the new program using radio frequencies that's a literal lifesaver. 50 members of law enforcement in Florida died last year, 41 from COVID-19.
Officer Christopher Testa at West Palm Beach Police Department
As Law Enforcement Memorial Week begins, the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office held its annual wreath-laying ceremony at its Midway Road headquarters to honor those who have passed. After the names of each officer was read, Sheriff Ken Mascara remarked about a recently injured officer's dedication to get back into the field.
We are very, very fortunate. We have men and women in uniform. No matter what the odds are, they're here to come back to work in service.
A county-wide service was also held this week at St. Bernadette's Catholic Church in Port St. Lucie, where 15 fallen law enforcement officers were honored. On Thursday, remembrance was held by the Martin County Sheriff's Office as they added 2 more names to the Fallen Officer Memorial. In addition to the reading off names of officers killed across our state last year, MCSO also added Constable Walter Wren Ball, who was shot and killed back in 1913, and Deputy Sheriff Frederick Andrew Baker, who died in the line of duty in 1924.
We acknowledge and honor the sacrifice of so many hundreds of law enforcement professionals that make that ultimate sacrifice. Leave for work and never come home. And we're honored and we're proud to be able to do that here today.
Both of the fallen heroes were killed in what is now modern-day Martin County before the county was established in 1925. Police in Port St. Lucie have a new tool to help them find missing people with disabilities. Over the last 5 years, the Port St. Lucie Police Department has responded to more than 600 missing adult reports. For children, that number is more than 900. WPTV's Derek Lowe had more on Project Lifesaver, now using radio frequencies to track people down.
Anyone signed up for Project Lifesaver is first given a bracelet with a transmitter inside that is assigned a unique code. Once officers are made aware of a missing person, they can take the code from that transmitter, plug it into the Project Lifesaver equipment, and begin searching for them on the ground. On the ground, signals can show up as far as 2 miles away. In the helicopter or drones, the signal then increases to between 5 to 8 miles away. As officers get closer, the signal on the receiver gets louder and louder. Police say the program is designed mainly for people with disabilities such as autism, dementia, or Alzheimer's. Right now, Port St. Lucie Police has 67 clients signed up, ranging in age from 2 to 101 years old. When they go missing, the average time it takes officers to find them is only 30 minutes.
Anybody that gets out of the home, wanders away a little bit, and now they can't find their way home. This is who we want this bracelet on. This is a tool. It's a wonderful tool. It's a way for us. It's a resource for us to get out there and get that loved one back home as soon as possible.
Anyone living in Port St. Lucie interested in signing up for Project Lifesaver can contact the Port St. Lucie Police Department. The program is also used by the Okeechobee County Sheriff's Office and the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office. In Port St. Lucie, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Brightline construction in Fort Pierce is impacting routes. The railroad crossing at Avenue H will be closed 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. through May 25th. Eastbound and westbound traffic will see some detours. This construction is part of the billion-dollar project to get Brightline trains running from South Florida to Orlando. That does it for us tonight from Hope Sound. You can join us again next weekend here at 7 p.m. from another location around the Treasure Coast, highlighting the diversity of the area. And as always, you can find more Treasure Coast news on our website, WPTV.com. Just click that Treasure Coast tab at the top of the homepage. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend.